Feel like don't give me this. Uh-huh, uh-huh. You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word. Like, uh-huh, uh-huh. You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. Just give me the word. Like, uh-huh, uh-huh. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like.
Hello, Miss D.
Hi.
I miss you. Hi, everybody. We're
Hello.
so good to be here
Hello.
today.
Listen,
Girl,
today has been a day.
today. Today. Tell me what happened. What's going on with you right now?
Right now, currently, Miss D is suffering from a power outage in her home, and I am shooting from a remote location that also is not very, very power friendly at the
Okay.
moment. So, disclaimer, okay? If Miss D cuts out at some point during this wonderful kinky conversation, okay, I shall return. Miss J's gonna put a cute, beautiful picture of me up, and then you will just hear my audio, okay, just my
Mhm.
voice. But I will
That's how
be
much she loves y'all, guys. That's how much she
literally. That's how
loves
much
you.
the commitment is here.
The commitment's here. And you know what? We love you for that. We love
There's
you for that because
no
my ass would
power
be
for
like,
my
I don't know what
protocol.
to do, y'all. I said, I go where you go. I'll be like, guys, you're hearing both of our voices because if Jazzy don't have to be on the screen for a day after the week we pretty much fucking
Girl,
had,
because this one here,
booked
she's
and
been on
busy. We love
pod
it.
after pod after show after show.
Shout
Booked and
out to
busy.
everybody who took care of me and had me on their show.
Yes.
My co-host as well as having me and put it up on my messiness because I'm like, where? What day is it? When does our show start again?
Let's
It's been
talk about it.
wild.
Let's talk about all the things Miss J did.
Jeez. So of course I had.
Thursday.
First of all, let's start with Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday, me and Miss D had a wonderful, wonderful time.
Wonderful.
We were guests at the Made Network season finale. Was it season
Season
finale?
finale.
Season
Oh, it's
finale, which we're gonna go
long.
a little more detail because we have some good news about that. We're gonna share it with you. So get your wallets ready. I'm just saying, especially if you want to see us in person, you want to see everybody in person. We're gonna give you the details, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
amazing. So, especially for the kinky conversation we're going to be having that day, because that
That's
episode was wild. So,
so
but
Thursday,
we
yeah,
always
we
wild.
were
I can't
together, featured on a pod, and it was a great time. And we were one out of three podcasts featured. And it
say.
was great. The support, the love in the room,
Oh yeah.
Henry K, the Made Network, Four
Mhm.
Brothers,
There's Four Brothers podcast,
the
just the
fellas.
fellas. I want to say there's probably somebody else, and I'm so sorry we forgot you. I was lit as hell. You
Yeah, you
can't be with
were
Miss
lit.
D and not be lit. I'm just
Listen,
sorry. I'm
they
not
run
sorry,
the
but sorry.
Jamaican rum when Ray and Nephews is in
What's
the building. Yeah,
Yup.
they
And
just
she's a heavy pour. I'm just saying. You want to party? You want to party? You want to get go with her. Chill with her. Go to your munches. We just celebrated 1 year. We're
yes,
so excited. So proud of you, girl. So excited. So
1
proud.
year. Like y'all, can I? Let me
Good
take it for a
evening.
second. Hey, boo.
Yeah.
1 year.
So
I was just excited when I started this month to like have like five people show up, five black and brown people show up in the lifestyle, and we just hang out. And it has grown. I had like over 50 people in the building. It was
mhm,
beautiful. Like it was packed. The food was good. The music was good.
always.
We say our own shit that time, but it was so much love, and it was been people that have been rocking with me for the whole year. It was
Hmm.
people that came out the very first time. It was such a great time. again, I say every pod, if you have not been to the Cookout Munch, you should come out because you're
Come
missing
out.
the
It's a
fuck out.
safe space, yo. Enjoy.
It
And
is.
like I said, everybody is so chill. And if you know me in real life, you know I'm kind of shy, which is crazy. I'm shy as hell. But when I was there, everybody was like, "Oh my god!" Like you swear they knew me 1,000 years already. You're like, "What's up, girl? You want some chicken wings?" I'm like, "I'm about to fuck up these
Yes,
chicken
like
wings."
everybody's so
Yo,
sweet.
they're so
Like,
sweet.
They are, and that is like part of my mission statement.
Lunch,
You know,
yeah.
like
It's a
I just
cookout.
wanted that vibe to feel like a
And
family
you
and
did it,
friends
girl.
cookout, a reunion, like, and that's literally how it is. It's a warm welcome for everybody.
We're so proud of you.
Yeah, so that
Oh,
was lit. That was lit.
yo, that was lit for that. We had that. And then Friday, I had my book podcast from Nymphs of Lore. Then I
New
was
book that you got.
oh man, oh we got a new book and okay, so we just got done a book about threesome sexy vampire situations. You should read about that because we talk about schmut.
whoa.
Yes.
You're saying all the things I like. Threesomes.
Threesome. First of all, wait a minute, male, female. The two males get kind of jealous sometimes. Bitch, I want to read the last scene. We read the last scene where it's this beautiful. We're going off topic a little bit, but just give me a second.
We are.
Here.
We really
So
are.
here's the situation.
Said
The female character, she's a queen. She's sitting on the bed, ma'am, sitting on the bed. The two men going at it. The alpha male's like, I'm going in. He's being rough, and she's like, the younger one is like, well, not younger one, the beta or whatever the hell you want to call him. He's like, oh no, like I like it rough. Don't be shocked. Don't be scared. Like I like this shit.
Is there an audio version of this book?
Ma'am, yes.
Ooh,
Ma'am, I'm gonna
now
give you
you're
my
talking
book.
my
I got you.
language. Now you're talking
I
my
got you.
language.
But our new book is about pretty much the same, except for it's a Latinx book and celebrating of Hispanic Latino Heritage Month.
Absolutely.
Ma'am, more details. We got Fates. It goes into Fates, and it is a Summer's Queen, a orc, and like something else. I haven't really read it yet. We haven't read it. We're going to start this week, and pretty much the same situation. She's getting pulled in 3 different directions. How's she going to go? One of the reviews was, this book is nothing but smut. And I was like, sign me up.
Sign me up, right?
Sign me up. So anywho, let's get back on topic. My bad. Miss D, where can we find you?
Listen, across all social media, most social media, it is Miss D NZDEEX. Miss DX. It is on Fat Life Like That. It is on Instagram. It is Miss DX, also on Facebook. Okay, and TikTok. I'm really bad at my TikTok, guys. Okay, I know I'm slacking on TikTok, but
no.
Still
Girl, my TikTok's on warning. I don't even know why I still post my TikTok. It's like your warning. It's straight red or orange, whatever.
Sometimes I actually forget to post on my TikTok. Like I use TikTok, the edits and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I post it on my fucking Instagram. Like
yeah, it's just so much easier. I do the same exact thing. Yeah. But of course, everybody, you can find me, Obey Miss J, on all social media platforms, especially on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Again, TikTok's kind of wonky, and Miss XJ on FetLife. So meet me there if you want. Just stop random messaging me, y'all. I don't want y'all to message me. I'm gonna start charging y'all, and be real about it. Because all my shit is muted at this point. I don't respond. My friends are suffering because I'm not messaging because of y'all. Shame.
Listen,
shame.
Hit up her Amazon wish list before you send her a message.
Yeah, no, honestly, literally, look, I'm working on a website to start detailing this. I'm just submitting a website to people now. I'm like, they're gonna think I'm a bot. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You're gonna just do this shit.
Listen, because they need to come correct, because that's kind of what we're talking about tonight. We are talking about
like I'm a switch, but I'm a dom first, especially the way y'all motherfuckers be talking to me. And mama don't give out free. We don't give out free nothing. Free nada. Remember that shit. But with all this amazing information, really excited. Give me 1 second. Gang. Hey mamas. So it's one of those situations. I was just telling Miss D about our awesome episode yesterday.
She was.
We about to talk about it more another time. Thank you so much for having me. But
drunk. Y'all knew what y'all was doing. Especially
me with tequila. You knew I was talking about some shit. But anyway, so guys, the episode today is about doms and the types of doms. Okay, and there's more than one dom, y'all. Trust me. If you think there's only one, you are not educated enough, and that's why we're here. That's why we're here to educate
just
y'all.
be very honest. We are talking about a small amount compared to the list of different
Oh
types
yeah,
of doms there are. We're
and
just
mind
giving
you,
a little scratch of the surface, and we want y'all to lock in and do your own research. You know, that's what
exactly. We're trying to inspire y'all to educate
absolutely.
y'all even further. Because mind you, we're not school, to be honest. I'm not here to give you a textbook and what to read. Figure that shit out. I had to do it, you gotta do it. I'm a
Yeah,
little tough
we're
love.
here to initiate the conversation, but we
Exactly.
definitely encourage you guys to further educate yourself outside of this show. It is very, very important for you to do that for
No,
yourself.
exactly. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna start off the conversation.
Let's
We're
start.
gonna
Go.
we're gonna go. Oh my goodness. Miss Jazz is having technical difficulties for a second, but here I am. We're going to talk about mommy and daddy dommies. What
Oh,
does that
oh,
mean? What does that mean? For me, I am intrigued. I think I'm actually elevating myself, upgrading myself to be a mommy dommy because you know what? Jazzy don't like giving too much pain. I like getting pain. I don't like giving pain. That's not my job. I'm too cute. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
so mommy Dommy, just to go over with the Bad Girls Bible, look out their website, it's really good. This is the type of dom article. Of course, it's saying mommies and daddy doms are quite common. Daddies and mommy dominants are usually seen as caring and protective and a good partner for submissives who are vulnerable, sensitive, and otherwise need the care. Yup. Nurturing doms often like subs for their playful cuteness and innocence, or even naivete. Oh my god, I can't say that word. Jeez, I think I said it right. Take responsibility for their subs' well-being and seriously. So before we get into the examples, in a nutshell, right? Mommy doms, and I'm only saying mommy because I'm a mommy.
Right.
Is mommy doms are pretty much the nurturing type of dom. We're not here for violence. We're here to help you in a not always sexual way, right? Because not everything is sexual, but
Yes.
it's more of like catering to the needs of, I don't want to say the lost child. I don't want to say that, but it's more of like the little bit of healing that you wish that you had embraced from family back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
right? So again,
That's
nothing sexual.
still actual nurturing. That's
Exactly.
love.
Encouraging. I'm
I
proud of
get
you.
what you mean by that because me,
Mhm,
this is probably something many years ago, in my
mhm,
younger years in lifestyle would probably have looked at negatively because anything with the word mommy, daddy, I associate with age play, and that is just something
mhm,
is still to this day not a fan of. But don't yuck anybody's yum. So like, but now with of course, long time in lifestyle, educating myself and really knowing like truly who I am and what I like, I identify with this. Like I
mhm,
really do. I like the idea like of to be a mommy dom, like to provide like this care and nurturing, and like it's just something like I always say on the show, I
mhm.
love intimacy, and it's just something about that. I don't know. I like it, and I have been like researching the mommy dom situation before this even show idea. So when it came up, I was like, I think
Mhm.
this might be a new kink of mine.
But you know what is really good about that? That you're saying that, right? So
Mhm.
I already get triggered to the fact of like you're also into pleasure doming. Actually, we're gonna get into that right now. So like pleasure doming, it's also a similar situation. Again, pleasure dom, I would
It is.
say again, not so much sexual, but
Mhm.
I feel like it plays into the mommy dommy thing too. So if you wish.
Yeah, no, I definitely like identify like with the pleasure about dom because oh man. Okay, so me personally, I do like doming, and I just get so much joy like from letting me be in that environment with
Mhm,
them and like respecting them and they trust me. It's
Mhm.
just it's such a turn on. Like it's such a turn on. And Miss J knows that I smoke just a little bit before these shows, and me
Mhm.
reading this paragraph would just be outrageous, right?
Yeah. Honestly, it's one of those situations too. It's like we're not shelling it, right? Because we're not taking
Yeah,
other
of
people's
course, of
stuff.
course.
Because again, their identification of something or their definition of something doesn't always necessarily correlate to our personal experience. And that's what
Yes,
we're here for. We're here to also talk about our personal experience and not just a
always.
cut and dry situation, right? Because like pleasure dom, I would say like again, I'm primal. So like I'm like, fuck that. Like even though not really fuck that, but fuck that because that's how I see pleasure doming
Right.
is gonna be the primal situation. But again, just to get into where the hell is that at? Sorry, my notes are everywhere today. So I apologize in advance, y'all. But look at you get to see this beautiful website. Honestly, I love the
So
art.
this is such a good resource here. Like I
Oh
love
yeah.
a resource. I have so many links and tabs open, kink related in my phone. It is fucking ridiculous, honestly. But listen,
No.
this is what you should be doing. I think constantly educating and knowing what you like is so important.
No, I agree. And again, it's always evolving. It's always, like I said, as far as you would think about how you would think about like the age play situation. I
Mhm.
did, or like some people don't like saying mommy or daddy, like in the middle of being intimate or even in sessions, but they evolve once we start like kind of breaking apart why we don't like it. And it's usually because maybe it's associated with a family member, maybe it's associated with like something we don't like talking about or what have you.
Yeah.
Then we start separating that and then or like figuring a new way to root because I was the same way. Like Poppy. Like people like my partners, because I'm Puerto Rican, they're like, oh, we want you to call us Poppy. I'm like, I call my father Poppy. I can call you
Yeah.
daddy,
Not, yeah.
but I'm
Not,
not calling you Poppy. That is
not happening.
weird to me.
Because
I'm
we
not
got people in
doing
the
it.
comments tapping in. Somebody's like,
Yeah.
pleasure dom, you rang. Everybody, I
Yo,
listen. I love this. I love.
yo, we got it. We got it. It was a great time. Oh, always. Let us know. Let us know when you're ready for us, and we could definitely try to link up for you to come to us. So let's see here. Fit check. Look, that's it. That's all I got.
It's where we're real like today, okay?
Yeah, we've been working this whole week. I'm exhausted. You're lucky I wasn't in my fucking abuelita mumu. Like you don't fuck with me. My
Listen,
bata,
listen.
you lucky.
I did a
You
very light beat on the face. The hair is down. I'm not even snatched. Like this is a relaxed day for
gang
us
gang.
guys.
Let's see here. Pleasure Dom you
Yeah.
rang. Gang gang. Pleasure Dom's gang gang. We love that
I
shit.
love a pleasure
But I'm
dom.
spicy, you know that. I need somebody who can challenge me the whole time. So if I can't like, and not that I would ever box a man because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't that strong. But I'll try. Like we
Yeah.
gonna box. But anyway, let's talk about something I'm familiar with very well. So
Yes.
Missy, I don't know if you're very familiar with it as
I
much. I
am.
don't know.
I feel like the doming that I've done in the past, I would consider doming, even though it's
Yeah.
like tied to humiliation. But we'll get
Yeah.
into that.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
go.
definitely. But in a nutshell, y'all find financial domination. I personally feel this is the gateway drug to a lot of young women who are looking to get into BDSM or the kink lifestyle.
I
Because
said that.
yo, I remember like first starting one of the biggest books around was I forget what it was called, but it was like pretty much a book dedicates like a woman's point of view of how she used to get college paid for and everything through financial domination. So it was such an inspiration for everybody
Yeah.
to use it. And I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I was on that. I was on it. We could also look, you don't want this smoke. Anyway, so as for like financial domination, I don't want to say simple because it's not, it's very competitive.
Oh, it's
So
not simple.
ladies and gentlemen, theys, thems, and others, we love y'all. I'm going to tell you right now, do not come in with this naive idea that you're going to make some bank from the
Off
gate.
the
That's
rip,
not how that works.
you're about to make $2,000 a day.
Lying ass hoes. First of all, lying ass hoes. You know what? See, look, I'm just fucking throwing shit by accident at this point. So here's the thing,
Turn it
y'all.
that way, sweetheart.
That's not how it is because guess what? If somebody's freely giving you that type of money,
Yeah.
something's wrong. because guess what? A submissive should always kind of do their research with you as well. If you're not well versed in them, I would never trust them. We used to call them wankers back in the day. Like, I don't want no wanker in my shit. And mind you, we used to, and this is, I'm showing my age a little bit. Our shit used to be ran on, oh shit, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, baby.
Okay, I don't know what the hell's on with my John, but anywho, um, so anywho, with when it comes to um what the hell is it called? When it's come to financial domination, I used to run things through Yahoo Messenger. That was the shit.
That is old as fuck, bitch.
Damn. First of all, Yahoo chat rooms, that shit. Let's be real. Let's not. Yahoo chat rooms used to be lit as fuck. So, with that being in mind, I don't know what's going on here. I'll fix it in a minute.
Girl, it's okay.
Oh, there we go. Duh. I have my button on, bitch. I have my button on. Don't get me on mine.
We're worried about my power outage.
And I'm fucking going crazy. I'm in solidarity. That's what it is.
No,
but anywho,
a lot of young girls get into findom like situation and just think like, oh, you know, I could just be a cutesy little girlfriend, like, and just request money and just like, girl. I mean, you can. Don't get us wrong. You can definitely get into it, but it takes time. You have to build up clientele. Just how like you kind of got
a resume
with people too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
because my thing is,
resume.
And I feel like a lot of issues, like I'm happy a lot of girls or individuals in general have like the resources they have now, because when I started, we didn't. So,
oh my god,
it was trial and error.
They literally give you a step-by-step guide on fucking TikTok,
bro,
and I live for it. Like
I live for it. The amount of disputes I had with you, not YouTube. Well, no, YouTube back in the day, with YouTube, with PayPal getting blocked because they would see it as a sexual transaction or something. Like, I used to get into beefs with companies because they're like, you can't get this money. And mind you, a lot of my clientele, especially, again, if you want to know if a sub is real with financial domination, it's usually from Europe. Just saying. Europe be paying. European people be paying for that shit.
I've never had a European.
Oh, I had London. I had
American men
in
Philadelphia.
No, all my motherfuckers. I like it because it's also a lot of it's online. So, and again, I being a college kid at the time, I didn't have to do anything besides look cute on camera.
Facts. So my experience was different. Mine definitely was very young, definitely like college age, like for sure. Did it for a buck. Femdoming is something that is not a kink of mine. It doesn't turn me on. I did it for financial gain. Period.
Of course.
So I'm going to speak from it from that aspect, because I feel like that's a lot of women that are in it do it for that reason. Then how, again, there are some, even men, women, whatever, that do it because they do enjoy it. They do find pleasure in it, but that's not where Miss D got it from. Okay, Miss D. I just knew when I got into kink, like I said, in the past, I came into kink from education, right? Like just learning about it, going to munches, going to a lot of classes. Before I start going to like play parties, like all like that have been much more recent years. But before that, it was just strictly me just trying to learn. And I found myself like in a dungeon taking some classes, like to be a dom, because I fit the bill. I am a Black woman that is like a niche in the industry. Like I am very big. You know, I used to even be bigger than what I am. I'm considered a BBW. I'm very uniquely tall. I am 6'3". You know what I'm saying? Like I have big features, I have big hands, I have big legs, I have big feet. So I fit like a lot of different narratives in that like dominant mistress vibe. So I was like, oh, I should make money basically like an athlete. Like I'm gonna make money off this body. Like that's where I came from it. So I started to go to a dungeon, start taking classes, and then they offered you to be mentored by other doms and mistresses, and you could like use their subs if they allowed. Like, and it was just all like humiliation. Mine was humiliation. That's what mainly what I would do. And I start finding my own clientele, like outside
Mhm.
of the dungeon, like through Craigslist. Probably wasn't the most safest thing to do, guys.
Mhm.
I'm very young, dumb,
You know
college
what? But I felt like Craigslist, not to interrupt, Craigslist though was lit as shit. That and back
yeah,
pages,
back pages is
back pages,
yo,
New
back pages
York for me when I used to work in New York.
But
Back
like, yeah,
pages.
that's where I found like my two like top paying clients, and they were
Mhm.
worked white collar jobs, like
Oh yeah.
well paying men, and they wanted me to humiliate them and treat them literally like a piece of shit, like
Yeah.
literally take away all choices. They wanted me to publicly embarrass them,
Mhm.
and I'm being paid to do that, and like I had no joy in that, I had no passion in it.
Mhm.
I just wanted the money.
Yeah.
Like,
And
but
I think that
other
was my
job areas
issue.
I had passion in, but that I just didn't. I just didn't.
Yeah. But I think that's how you know, like, because that's something like kind of pulled me out of too. Not only that, it was very competitive.
Oh
Women,
yes.
women, like the amount of fights I got with like other doms used to piss me off. They'll be like, the last argument I had, and I knew I had to step away because it was so stupid. Was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I know you're stealing shit, and I'm like, what do you mean I'm stealing? Well, you're stealing my subs. I was like, I don't. I screen my subs beforehand. Like, if they're connected to somebody else, I have them give me a written form that
Yeah,
that they're no longer connected because I'm not stealing nobody's bread. One,
that's crazy.
two. She was like, "Yeah, well, you're stealing my color palette from my website because I'm red and black and white." I'm like, "Bitch, everything Dom is
Black and
fucking black,
everything
red,
done
and white.
red, black and white.
Wait, that's literally everybody's fucking color." I was like, "No, I'm not," and I was like, "I'm not." And mind you, she was way older than me
Mm-hmm.
at the time, and I was just like, "Look, I am in college. I got shit to do. I'm not going to be arguing with you. And I'm sorry, I'm not to be ageist, but at the time I was young and stupid. I was like, I'm not fighting no old bitch about colors on a fucking website. Chill the fuck out. I'm not dealing with it. You don't need to do any of that, John. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So get to the next one, Miss D. This is about
a soft
soft
dom.
doms.
Oh man, do you like a soft dom?
You know what? I laugh at them. I can't. Like, not saying I don't enjoy it when it's in the
Yeah.
moment, but I have to be in my subspace for that.
Okay,
Like,
so I'm gonna be honest about the soft dom situation. I like to cuff and wife up a wife's soft dom. I
okay.
feel like they make the best partners.
I would imagine.
I just do. Like I do. Like I love like how nurturing they are, how caring
Mhm.
they're so sweet. They're so like uh cuddly. They're like warm fucking hugs. But when that door shut, they turn a little bit. It's a little beast come out.
Mhm.
I like that.
Do you feel okay? So this is not on our list, but like, do you feel like soft doms and service doms are pretty much the same? We're in a connection to it
Mm,
because I
yeah,
love a service dom.
I do think they run parallel. I do.
Yeah.
They do have a little bit of difference, but I do think that they run parallel to each other.
Yep.
Yes, and that's a whole nother thing for sure,
That
guys.
is a whole thing. If
You
you
don't
guys
have
want
to
us,
identify as one.
yeah, no,
You can be multiple
18
different
billion.
types.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And just to put it out there, guys, if you have any idea or any questions you have, or you want us to talk about a particular dom type, it doesn't have to be just on the show. We could talk about it on our Reddit, our websites, or everything. We can put that out for you.
Right.
We could also go in more detail. That could probably be a topic. It could probably be a topic we talk about. Maybe just a thing about gentle doms versus service doms. It could be something like that because if you like, especially gentlemen, if you love catering to your woman and treating her like a princess, and ladies, they them, everybody, in the spectrum, if you love that, then look into it. Connect with somebody. Figure it
Yeah.
out. You might be into this. And mind you, again, just because a kink does not mean and equate to violence, does not equate to pain, does not equate
Not
to
at
any
all.
of this negative. Negative for y'all, negative not for me because again, I'm violent. I can't. So, yeah. So just let us know. We can figure that out for y'all. But let's see. What's our
And also
next one?
still on soft dom just for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
I also feel like nobody gives aftercare like a soft dom. Like
Mhm.
a soft dom's aftercare it's so intentional and it's going to be
Mhm.
so catered to you. It absolutely. I Miss J don't like this. Miss J doesn't like the soft, the caring, the
Like
squishy.
toxic. I
I
love
love
toxic.
that. Like I want to be loved on. I want you to disrespect me, grip me up, but I also want to be
Yeah.
loved.
But that's the thing too, is like again, like we talked about on the show, the Made
Mhm.
Show was like, or Made Network episode was you can only say that shit when there's a dick out. Like there gotta be a dick inside of me within 2.6. If you're calling me some type of degrading thing, which I'm down for, you better be fucking me.
Period. You're
Because if
only
you say
gonna
that shit outside, we like the only thing
disrespectfully
you could probably do is
with the
grip
dick
me.
out. That is
That's
like
it.
honestly, that is Bible. Like you
No,
have engraved that
because
shit
that's
in
how
me.
do you really know? You
Like
know what I
on
mean? Like how do
God,
you know?
like you really have.
Yeah, dick out, or if you do that, I'm punching you. Which I wouldn't. Again, I would literally just like never. It's like I will punch you in the throat, bro. And again, that's the spiciness. So if y'all are thinking that you can handle this, let's figure it out. Because I'm gonna tell you, a lot of y'all are fucking failing, just emailing me or DMing me. Okay, chill the fuck out. That's not how
And
you.
guys,
That's how
don't
you
be
get a bitch.
upset with us if this is a short episode. Again, Miss D is dealing with power issues. Okay,
Yeah.
so we might not make it to the 2 hours. We're not gonna make it to the hour.
Yeah, we're gonna do like maybe an hour because to be fair too, we've been busy. Miss D's been busy.
45 minutes.
Bitch, 45 fucking minutes. Crazy. Crazy. Okay,
No,
so we're gonna kind of go to the next one. I'm gonna talk about the next one. It is Primal. No fucking surprise there.
no surprise.
Let
No
me get
surprise
to
at
it.
all.
No surprise because
No,
Primal, I
like
don't know, is a bliss. Is a bliss for me. So again, guys, here's your explanation. I'm just gonna go through the nutshell of it all. Primal to me is the most animalistic situation that you can
mhm,
have. And animalistic, not like animals, but in the sense of the intentions, right? Our
the
instincts to go through a
raw
situation, the
nature.
raw, the desire. Like I said, again, this is why I think it's like I'm toxic, right? Because I want my partner to be obsessed with me. Because you know what I'm going to do as a primal brat? If you're not giving me the attention I want for 2.8 seconds, we're at a club or we at a bar or
Not
something,
two
I'm
point.
already flirting with somebody
Not
else
2.8.
just to piss you off. But
I'm
then I'm
so
gonna
messy,
be
bitch.
drag, bro. And if he doesn't drag me to the bathroom to handle the business, and me
Mm.
walk out, look at that other guy I was from, like, my bad, you were too slow. Like that's me. That's your fault. That's I
I mean,
don't kink shame and I don't blame, but I'm blaming. Just
I
saying.
I like primal.
Mhm,
I didn't know that I liked it. I didn't know that that was a thing,
mhm,
but I do like that just like aggressive, like
mhm.
nature, just like it's just
Yeah.
natural. Like you're just really
Mhm,
natural instinct that I feel like all of
mhm.
us have, but we just deny it. You know, we just deny it. And even just like that, like the growling, just the
Yeah. When
ah
it's a growl, I'm done. I am done. I am melted. I am putty. You could tell me possibly to do crime and I might do it. Like that's how crazy it gets me. Because it's a
and I
situation of like
might do it.
again, fellas too. Like you know how we always have that conversation of like women need to submit and blah 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 blah, 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 blah whatever.
Yeah.
If maybe you possibly might be into that, but if you have that mindset, because guess what? A primal dom, even though they're ruling me, I'm still in control. I'm the one who's in
Right.
control. I
Right.
am the one who lets them because without me, without submissive
Oh yeah, I
doms
feel
are
like
not necessary.
bottoms, like, come on now. Y'all, I need y'all to recognize y'all power because y'all are the ones in control. Period. Period.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be.
Yeah. Like give me a partner anytime, any day who knows my favorite food, knows how to order it,
Yes.
knows that da, da, da. Like I don't even got to speak where he's like, "Shh, you better shut up for a second.
You see
Daddy
how
got
my
it."
mouth just opened up and automatically
Yo, so I
yes.
got it. Don't talk. And I'm like,
You know what?
okay.
You know all the things I like.
Yeah, yo, because it's delicious. It's fucking delicious. And I wish people would know that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you don't have to be violent. Like, being primal doesn't mean, again, violent. Doesn't mean toxic, like
Yeah.
real toxic. It doesn't mean that we're still respecting each other. But it's also animalistic, primal situation. So, like, you also know when I need to be protected. Maybe I'm being too nice to a motherfucker, friendly or
Mm.
not. And they're like, nah, she don't got to talk to you. We're out. That's how
You
it's. That's
know,
sexy as shit.
that
Give me that.
is. That is. I think
Give
my
me
partner
that.
does that sometimes. Like he like will definitely like
Mhm.
check me on the situation a little bit. Like you
Yep.
absolutely don't have to do that. And I'm like, you might be right.
No,
Like you actually might be right.
when you realize that's the part where, especially me, like, and we're gonna talk about this in a minute, but like when you're in a space to actually wait a minute, I think I'm missing something. When you're in a
You
space
definitely missed one.
with a dominant and you're so trusting, and trust me, I'm bratty as fuck. I say shit and I mean that shit. I'm fighting with you in public. I don't give a fuck. Everybody's gonna hear
Absolutely.
me. However, when they're just like, they do their little codes with me or they'll do the little marks with me and they're just like, calm down. Or so, never say calm down to me, first of all, but never fucking say that shit because
Oh,
that's
no,
fight.
calm down
That's me
doesn't
going
bother me.
ham.
Calm down doesn't bother me. Don't tell me to relax.
No.
Don't tell me to relax. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
like
no,
that.
no. Mine just calm down because as a Latin woman, they always telling me to. They're like, you're talking too loud. Bitch, this is how I talk. This is how all my people talk. We're loud. We're just fucking loud. How you gonna
I'm
tell me to calm
loud.
down?
I'm loud as
If you
fuck.
can't handle
So
me, just say that. Bitch.
yeah.
Sorry. But go
Okay,
ahead.
I would love
Say
to
this.
talk about this next one because I went out on this great date with this girl today.
Oh.
Lovely, beautiful girl. Have such a great time with her. And on more than one occasion, this
Mm-hmm.
woman with this beautiful smile keeps telling me that I am a sadist.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I agree with that. But
Okay.
sometimes when I'm talking about like a certain kink with her, she be like, you really enjoy making somebody be in pain. And it makes me question myself, like, do I? Like, everybody knows Miss D loves pegging, love a
Mm-hmm.
good trap situation.
We love that for you.
But like she was like, well, what makes you like pegging? I said, I don't know. Like, I just really like to watch it stretch.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh, you really like, and today we went to a museum
Mm-hmm.
and I talked about sounding. Now, sounding is when you have metal rods and you put them in someone's urethra where they pee.
Mm-hmm.
You could do it on a woman or a man. I would love to try sounding on a man, just to
Mm-hmm.
just like insert. I don't know. It just seems I want to do it. I think I would like it. I think it turns me on a little bit. Does that
Mm-hmm.
make you say this, Miss J?
You
Do
know
you?
what? No, I think it's exploring it though. You're all
That's
teetering.
what I'm saying.
You're teetering. I don't
I'm
think you're a sadist.
exploring. I don't think I'm a sadist either. She be like, you
You know what?
love.
It's for educational purposes. It's for education. So is it Satanism? No. You're
I
just a
don't think I'm
scientist,
like I don't
an
like. I
educator, if you will.
like hitting. I don't like. I'm not really like a BDSM girl. Like
Mhm.
doing it to someone. Like I'm not trying to flog, but I do also like electro play. I like being the
Mhm.
grounder and me dispersing the electricity. So as I'm telling all of my things, I just started to
Mhm.
question myself, like, oh my God, bitch, are you actually a sadist? And I don't think so. But I wanted to hear from the people. Do you think I am a sadist?
I don't know. I would say, yeah, low key, but I think more in the educational purpose. Because here's the thing for me, being a Dom as well, like,
Mhm.
I feel that if you're asking that question, it's a no, right?
Okay.
It's a no because you're evolving and you're testing out the waters with that. You're
Okay.
being scientific and you're doing research, which is great. We love that.
Research.
So again, like we can like a lot of other things, but doesn't mean we're gonna be into it. No. Like I always say, what
Mm.
was I saying on the other show yesterday, which I'm proud you brought that up because they were talking about sounding yesterday and I got so excited. I was like, oh, I know this one Miss D talked about. She taught me this. I was like,
I
sounding is when you da,
love
da, da, da.
listen, anybody, disclaimer, Miss D is looking for a sounder play partner. If you are experienced in
Do
sounding,
it.
reach out to me. If you are, someone said no.
No.
If you are
I'm
a
just saying, do
black
it.
body and you want to try out sounding, let's do it together. Let's link.
Go ahead. Say it again. Say you looking for it. Say you looking for it. Say it. Big
Miss
screen says, eat it. Eat it up.
is looking for a sounding partner. If you haven't ever experienced sounding, do you know what sounding is? Sounding is when I take this metal rod, small, petite, cutesy, very demure, and stick it in your urethra, okay? Inside your pee hole, if you don't understand what that is. So, if you are curious about that, if you have tried that, you should DM Miss D. Okay.
Hit her up. Hit her up. Hit her up, y'all. I'm so proud of you, girl.
Again,
So
Miss
fucking
D,
proud.
after all of that, I'm not a sadist. I swear to God.
She's not a sadist. But for science, though, but for science. But for science.
science.
But for
But
science.
for science.
We love it. Educational. See, that's how you know we're a great fucking show, y'all. Because Miss D and I are always evolving for you, not just us, for you.
Yes.
How can we talk about it if we don't know about it?
If
So
we don't know,
volunteer your selfish tribute.
please.
Volunteer
John,
your
don't
selfish
you want to
tribute.
try it? John, don't you want to try
Come
it?
on, like
Try it.
I wouldn't for myself, but if I had a partner, I would watch it. I said that the other day. I said I would definitely watch it. I want to be a part of that in that way. That's it. But one thing we definitely got to talk about is fake doms. Miss D, how do you deal with fake doms? How do you pick that up? Like, what is your first indication?
My first indication is that everyone is a fake dom. I start out the ground that you're all liars. You don't know what the word dom means. You don't actually know what comes with it. I start out honestly from when someone tells me they're a dom, I'm like, they're not. And then you just prove to me that you are.
Yeah. No, I agree.
If
I
I'm
feel
honest, that's how I look at it.
no, but I feel like that's literally the way to go, though.
Yeah.
Right? Sadie the Sadist Scientist. There you go. I'm gonna look. Is that a real thing? Because I like it. But I feel like when it comes to like, was that innocent until proven guilty? You ain't nothing until you prove it to me. And it's a situation too where like we're not talking about it right now, but like I was considering being a mentor one day because I want to help others deal with that. Like you should be having self-care after. You should be, if you're into training, like what is your training? Who did you train with? Do we know them? Who are they? Like how many years? Like I was I think 3 to 4 years in training before I even discussed even being a submissive. Like before I even decided to be like I switched it because I was so curious about it. And to be fair, my first dom wasn't that good. And like to be fair, like I think it was more of like just a fetish to train me for him, which wasn't bad. Like it wasn't creepy or anything, but it was still a situation of like he wasn't giving me all the information I needed. So and not to mention again, he was a white man.
Like
what the fuck is he gonna teach? Huh?
Yeah, to keep you like in a box. That's what I was
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, you can only be a submissive in this way, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's other versions, and then it came out to be, oh, like maybe you're a switch.
His own version of a submissive.
Yeah, it's just such a weird, I don't know. But like I said, education is key. When in doubt, if you, for an iota of a moment, before, like Ms. D said, that's the safe information. Don't believe nobody until they prove it to you. Because guess what? Here's the thing. I don't greet somebody as a submissive or as a dominant and be like, I'm a dom. We know. We fucking know.
And listen, just talking to somebody, like the more you
exactly their actions, that's how you know, in my opinion.
Actions, and
their actions,
just like across the board with anything. I feel like even when I meet people that tell me they're polyamorous, like or part of the lifestyle, I can just tell by your verbiage. I'd be like, no, this is maybe something you're interested in, but do you actually actively live it? No, you wouldn't, because you wouldn't say the things you're saying. You wouldn't act the way you act. You wouldn't behave the way you behave. And if you do, that's very unfortunate that you're acting like that in a lifestyle in that way.
No, and I feel like one of the beautiful things about being trained or just like being involved in the lifestyle, you really pick up clues about people before they even say anything. Like I'll meet submissive people or people who are just interested, and they're just like, oh yeah, like, da da da, A B C D F G, whatever. And I'll start reading them without noticing. Like I'll start reading. I'm like, oh no, you're actually probably more into being a house sub. Maybe you're actually looking to be this. Maybe you're into that. Maybe that's why that's not working. But again, I don't need to teach them anything because again, that's their journey. If they ask me, I'll tell them. If they're like, oh, well, what do you feel? Or like maybe they're trying to be a potential to me. I want to let them know, like, hey, I don't think it's going to work out. And also be honest with yourself, guys. If you're interested in being a submissive or a dom at all, be truthful to yourself. If it's something that's making you uncomfortable, something you're not educated in, something you can be curious about it, but make sure you're getting the education. Just because you consider yourself a dominant or a dom does not mean you cannot stop education.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Get that shit. Don't hurt yourself or your dom, because
always be knowledgeable for yourself. Don't rely on somebody that you're just meeting or a partner. You need to educate yourself. Like I was at a party and met a woman. She told me she was a dom. Like she did this. I said, okay, girl. Let's do a little scene, like a little regular degular, nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Nothing weird. Yeah. Let's just do something light. We had some floggers. So what does I do as a good bottom? I'm gonna get in the sub pose. I'm gonna, spread my legs, hands behind my back where they're supposed to be. And they were like, why would you put your hands like that? And I'm like, well, why would I not? What do you mean? Yeah. I thought you did all these things and you were, why would I not? And they were like, well, I want you to put your hands out. I said, okay. I'm going to put my hands out on my side. Okay, cool. Sure. And then like they were like doing something else and they were like kind of like just caressing my body, going around, like give me some sensory play. And then like I put my hands up in a certain way, like how you're supposed to do when it's like going around your body. Like they're like, well, why would okay, girl, you're called out now. You're not dumb. Okay.
Yeah, especially like so. Okay, so here's a side note. How do you put your hands when you first meet? Like if you're on your knees, if you do that, because I'm a knee person, so I'm on my knees, and my first thing is like out. That's my first reaction. Out like the thing, and then if I'm ready to submit, if I already have my task, it's already behind my back because I know what to do. I don't need their instructions. So this means to me, it could be different for everybody else, but how I was trained was hands out means I'm ready for instructions. Hands behind, I'm not. Like I already know.
I've seen a lot of bottoms do the hands out. I've seen that. I'm familiar with that. But I just know like the standard like submissive pose was just like legs apart a little bit, and hands behind the back, like comfortable but hands behind the back. Yeah. So I just like I don't be bottoming for many people. Have done a few times, but Ms. D does not do that. So I know very few codes and movements, but like I do know some because I feel like I should know some because I like a little bit of this and I should educate myself. So that made me call out somebody. I was like, I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm like done. Especially like I think my first one is like safe words. Like I always did verbal. One thing I would say I had to get my knowledge up on was nonverbal cues.
Okay.
Because I would only have verbal because all my partners were the same. So we already knew. So I think it was actually Sir Lisa's when we went to that event.
Yeah,
who did the nonverbal. And I looked at him like, again, I knew he was legit. Right. But for me being also a past dom, I'm like, and I was like, no, I have to correct myself because I have been out of the game for a little bit. This is probably more popular now or whatever the case is, because it's safer because not everything can be said.
I'll say on that topic right there, regarding Lee, and it's just like other like very popular Lee is very popular in the space. He's on a lot of social media, a lot of different podcasts all over the place. So, and he's somebody that has to record content a lot. And a lot of doms, mistresses that are very popular on social media. And not taken away, because I hate when people are like, oh, you're only popular on social. Absolutely not. No. They're popular in real life too. But usually like when they have to create content because they are big on social media, they can't have their submissive just talking out loud like yellow, red, green.
Yeah. Because people misinterpret everything if you don't know.
Exactly. We need to do more of the nonverbal. This is a show. It's some people here that's never experienced something.
Yeah.
We don't want to trigger them by saying a certain word or,
Yeah.
like, and Lee does this whole disclaimer, which I
Yeah.
love. And he always throws it out there like,
Yeah.
listen, don't nobody be yelling, I'm beating them like a slave. Like, this is all consensual. It's all great.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's
Yeah.
nobody's
Yeah.
getting hurt. Like, it's okay.
You know
This is
what?
the first time you've never experienced it. Everything is safe. If you feel uncomfortable, you are more than welcome to get up and leave. Take yourself a minute. So yeah,
Mhm.
he definitely does that. But yeah, I know that doms that are more on social media, I have noticed, are making their subs do more non-verbal cues
Yeah.
for that reason.
No, I agree. And I feel like it's refreshing. And one of the things that, just to kind of backtrack on that night, one of my favorite things that you did when you were talking to Sir Lizus about, you were like, these are my two friends, these are my other friends, these two are whatever level, but their level is
Oh
level
yeah.
10.
So okay.
And
So
I was like, baby, do it, just fucking do it. And he's like,
yeah, like
no, we're
okay.
gonna
So to
talk
give
about this first.
context, I had a girls' night. Um, yeah, for sure. It
Yep,
is.
Black Love.
It
Gang
is
gang.
normal. But I had a girls' night, and my girls' night always consists of like something fun, something cutesy, a meal, and then a little bit of kink. We're not gonna push too many boundaries here, but
Mhm.
a little bit of kink. So I had a night where I had a great host, Mrs. Hottie. She did some games. I had the drinks flowing. I had Wanted. He put on a great show. I had Sir Lisa's. He put on a great show, and he gave everybody their own like personal like little scene. And I went up to him, knowing my friends, because this was all
Yeah.
very intimate, all of my personal close friends. And I was like, okay, I said, we're gonna gauge this from a level 5 to 1. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this is my friend Jill. She is a level 1. Give her a level 1. And then like you, Miss J, I was like, Miss J is a level 5. She's great. She can take whatever. And there was only one other girl. Her name was Mira. I was like, she is also a level 5. But everybody was
Yeah.
like a level 2, a level 3. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah. But Miss J, no, this girl was a level 5.
Yeah, I was just like, I was so fucking happy. I was like, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God. Because I love, and I'm very picky with my kink scenes. Like I said, if Miss D says about it or she's offering, I'm there because I trust her. I trust the people she knows, blah, blah, blah. Like
Yeah.
everybody else, somebody invites me, I'm not fucking going. I don't know who the fuck y'all are. I need to get more involved. I just don't because, again, I don't trust nobody if I don't already know you.
Asking about you, girl. Somebody was asking about you, and she's just like, "Where's your co-host? Where's she at?
Yeah.
We don't never see her out." I'm like, "She don't be on the scene like that, guys." Okay.
Bro, soon I'm trying. I'm trying. My life and my shit gets together. You know it's out. Cause trust me, I'm plotting. I'm fucking plotting. I'm fucking plotting, bro.
Yeah.
Cause I was like, I gotta be on Miss D level. She always out. I need to be out my girly. How can we both be talking about the shit if I can't be talking about the shit like she do right now? But anyway, this is very educational, y'all. We
It
talked
was.
about fake doms.
Mhm.
We talked about primal.
Call
We talked
out
about
fake
status.
doms.
Call out fake doms. And if you ever feel nervous about doing so, find somebody like me or Miss D that will. We will definitely do
Period.
that shit. That's
Period.
it. I got no beef. I actually no, I got beef with everybody until like Miss D just said, until you prove me otherwise, I got
Until prove
beef.
otherwise.
Until you prove otherwise, you guilty. You guilty, my guy. So I think that's fucking great, honestly. I think we had a good show with that. Is there anything else we need to further talk? Oh, we had a topic we want to talk with y'all. Actually, I want to talk to you about Miss D. It's called it's our segment, of course, of Let's Talk About It. It's called well, the question is, what is Dom space and what does it look like to you? So do you know what Dom space is? Does anybody know? Does anybody need to be explained? Because I will explain it.
I want you to explain.
Okay. So Dom space, I think they kind of related to subspace a lot of times, but it is, I will personally say, two different things. They are a moment of after completing a scene, usually, or even in the moment of the scene, where the bubble busts, right? So, how are you reacting? As somebody, let's say in my scenario where we're primal and my Dom is doing very hardcore things to me, and he's probably the sweetest person ever, the little sweetie pie.
Yeah.
How does he come back from that? And how does he not feel guilty after? How does he not feel shame? Just like a submissive would after being degraded. So it's like, how do we take care of that? So my subspaces, or excuse me, my dom spaces, if I'm catering to my dom afterwards, is I do a praise situation. So
I
usually we're
love
passing on the bed, and I'll do, and again, being primal, I'll lick, I'll bite, I'll, let them know, but it's like nibbles of love, right?
yeah,
So it's just like letting them know that I'm proud of them. I let them know that thank you so much for, because mind you, they're not doing it just for themselves, they're doing it for me. So
Mhm.
we have to reward them too, right? This is not just some situation where you, the submissive, get everything and then not remember like they need catering too. They need aftercare. That's
Right.
technically what it is. It's another form of aftercare, in my opinion, where we have to cater to them as well because that mindset, can you imagine? Like, think how you feel when you're arguing with somebody you love, right? And maybe you
Right.
said something really, really bad and you feel guilty, even if it was warranted or they wanted it or whatever. You have to come back from that. Let me see. Are you talking about? No, we're talking about, so Dom space and Dom drops are now, I don't want to say interchangeable because it depends on how you spoke. You speak about it, who you talk to. Dom space for me, and my definition of it, how me being a dominant as well as how I treat my doms after, I would consider Dom spaces because even though they're getting into that character, they're getting into that mode. What happens after when the bubble pops? So I guess you would say, I guess the Dom drop. I haven't heard of that term in full. I know about it. I guess I don't use it. It could be something I need to do
So
more
you're
research on.
just saying like the dom space and the dom drop to you coincide. It's the same thing.
Yeah, they're coincide. It's the same thing because
Right.
again, it's
Some
just like the
people might
euphoria
identify
bus.
it. Some people might identify it separately.
Yeah,
Like during the action
exactly.
scene, that's dom space, and then
Hmm.
after could be dom drop.
Exactly.
Depending. Yeah. Okay.
So I think it's just like the adrenaline and everything just like drops after that. But again,
Hmm.
that space and the whole thing is the energy in the environment. Let's
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
So like if you're in the middle of a scene and let's say you're doing something where let's go to one of my scenes where we're doing a CNC session. That's a very hardcore situation, especially somebody who has had trauma in their past. I can be at the end crying, even though I enjoyed the whole thing. I could be crying, I could be whatever. They're taking care of me, but now they're also having remorse. They're also feeling like, damn, maybe I went too hard. Maybe they're living in that moment still with themselves. So how do I take care of them and thanking them too? Thanking them for like taking care of me in
Right.
that way. So that's how I scenario it. That's how I take care of it. Um, yeah, like I said, I oral fixation and I'd be licking them and taking care of them like a little puppy kitten dog, whatever the fuck. I'd be taking care of them because they deserve it. Subbies and brats. Okay, I understand.
And
We
rats.
rule the world. I know brats, we rule the world, and they have to submit to us regardless. But we also got to remember to take care of our DOMs because if they're
Yeah.
not taken care of, how can they give us snacks and treats? Remember that.
That is the disclaimer of the episode. Take care of your
That's it.
doms so you can get snacks and treats.
We can't, like, I'm only here for the rewards, God damn it. But anywho, with all that being said, just to go over some more detail.
Yeah, we got a lot
Um,
going on. We have the Made Network coming up.
yes, we do. And I actually have a clip for that. Give me a
That's
second.
November 9th. We're going to be featured on their show, and we're actually going to be doing like a live podcast. We're also going to
Yep.
do an interview.
So if you want to see us, guys, buy tickets. Buy tickets, buy
tickets.
tickets, buy tickets. I will submit later on. If you go to our website, you'll see the clip I'm about to submit. If you look up Made Network or just our hashtag or Made Weekend, it'll take you right to their link and you can buy the ticket. So I believe it is a reunion for a school. However, everybody's invited, and you get to see all the not just us podcasts, but there's a few other podcasts that are going to be there.
Yeah,
So
and
you can watch them.
just for like this event. It's at a theater downtown. It's like
Mhm.
a panel of different podcasts. It's hosted by Mo Be Outside. Anybody from Philly knows who
Mhm.
Mo Be Outside. If you are on TikTok and you're looking for dope things to do in Philly, you check out Mo Be Outside. She's
Do it,
dope.
and it's luxury,
The
guys.
whole
Let's be
it's
real.
luxury. The
Luxury.
night of the weekend. It's like a sneaker soiree. They're doing
Mhm.
donations to kids, like for shoes, and it's at the W. The second night is at a theater. It is beautiful. I'm just so
Mhm.
excited to be a part of
I
this
know. I still got
little
to figure out my outfit.
ass,
I don't know. I'm
like
doing black leather probably. I don't know.
I'm so excited. Like I'm
I
so
know.
excited. It's
So
so
I actually want to
beautiful.
show a clip.
Yes.
This is with me and Ms. D was on their season finale. We still have some editing with some stuff, but I would say watch it. It might be a little low, so I apologize. But if you go to our Instagram page, you'll be able to watch the clip and hear a little louder. But here we go. People a lot, they'll be talking about like, oh, you know, I want a partner that spoils me. I want a partner that does this and that and this. I'm like, just get yourself a dom at this point. There's doms that they know the situation. You don't even have to be in like a sexual relationship because not everything kink related
is sexual.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think that everything is sexual, and it's not.
Educate the folks. Can we do the horn on that one?
I host a lot of vanilla events. Vanilla is a term in the community that is just like regular.
Congratulations.
So yeah, I just celebrated yesterday my 1-year anniversary for an event that I host called the Cookout. It's a POC lifestyle event. It's a vanilla event. I host it at a bar. Everybody comes. It's like a kickback. Like it's food, but everybody, it to a certain degree, is in the lifestyle. Except for a few of my vanilla friends.
Okay.
And I love that, but it's like a communal space, so it's a lot of things. Like we do cuddle parties, like that's not sexual. Like, but a lot of people don't understand how to do intimacy, and like you can engage in intimacy in a platonic way, or just that, and it just be that, and not lead to sex. So yeah, so a lot of times people think like, oh, the sex girls, no, we get them out, for sure. But sometimes, everything's not sexual.
But you want to know something because
Yeah, she don't like that. Melissa wants to.
Town.
No facts.
Because why are we cuddling? What is that for?
Because why are we cuddling?
Yeah, that was definitely a great time. We had so much fun. Hopefully
It was fun. I just posted the link.
the link. I love that.
I know. I was Googling or not Googling. I was trying to find it. So yeah, I posted the link in the YouTube, but it should actually be in our descriptions as well. But you know me, I'm always going to cover everything and put more stuff in. You could
I'm
also
gonna put the
definitely just
link
go to our
on
social
my-
media.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put the link in my link tree tomorrow for anybody
Yeah.
that's interested.
I'll put it on Sexually Speaking too, just since we're
Yeah.
going to be there live. So if you guys want to see the beautiful ladies that we are, Sexually Speaking show on or live, excuse me, you should attend. I
should.
think the prices were actually really good. I think all inclusive $200 for the weekend for both days. I want to say $100 for the night. I'm not quite sure. I
And
could be
like it's
lying.
all inclusive. Like you're getting a show, you're getting drinks.
Yeah, you're getting everything.
the whole
Exactly.
weekend. You're getting a
The
meal.
drinks are included, I believe,
love
as
it.
well.
It's
Don't quote me 100% because to be fair, I was too lit for that event, like for the show. So I don't remember everything. But if you go to the website that I just submitted, it's going to tell you what's included. They have an early bird special right now, $150. Come on, guys. We spend more of that going to fucking McDonald's at this fucking point. Going to the grocery store, getting just fucking ground beef. That's how much that shit costs right now.
I'm gonna spit hot fire at you because all of my things are dying. We're still in a power
That's
outage
it.
here. Okay, so I'm gonna be spitting hot fire. Okay.
Go ahead,
Please
girl.
follow
Say it.
me on all social medias. It is Miss DX. It is MZDEEX on FetLife, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. Please. And I need y'all to really lock in and follow Sexually Speaking on Instagram. Because the numbers are growing, but we need them to grow a little bit more.
Yeah, and interact with us more, guys. Talk to us in this
Yes.
chat. We love
And
hearing from y'all.
Shout out to everybody after we put like that advertisement out. We are like super excited to collab. We
So
are
fucking poppin'.
overwhelmed
With the amount of people.
with the amount of DMs, the amount of emails, the amount of messages, the people and organizations that have reached out to us.
We love it. We love you guys. But
But a couple people answer y'all DMs back. Just a
Yo,
couple. But everybody
Yeah,
else
like
has been
message us
fantastic.
back because we can't find a good spot for you because I don't want to put you in something you're not aware of or something that you're not into, right?
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
about
yeah.
comfort. We're about safe spaces. I'm not gonna put you in something that we're talking about titty fucking and you're like, I don't know what titties
You know,
are. Maybe you don't know what titties are. I don't
we're
know.
not gonna do that.
I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. We're not gonna do that. We want to have good we want to build our community, right? For BIPOC, brown, black people, brack, what the fuck?
I mean,
Well,
black,
are we wrong? But anyway, we
black,
want to
and
start building our community, especially in the kink community conversation. It is predominantly one way. We're trying to kind of let us know, our people know we're here. We're
yes.
for us. We're
And it's
trying to
not
build
just
that
us;
together.
it's
It's
so
not just
many
us.
people.
Hello, hello.
Oh, hey, boo.
So it's a situation like we want to build that community. So if you have that, share our content, comment. If you have questions, maybe you don't like what we said, fight us. We love that shit, especially me. I'm always down. Fight me. Okay. So see you Tuesday.
Hey, oh yes, photo shoot coming soon, guys. Photo shoot coming.
Hey, look at us. Look up, booked and busy, booked
Yeah,
and busy, all
yeah,
of us.
yeah, yeah.
Eh,
Always.
always. But that's the whole situation. Again, guys, Miss D said her piece. We love her. And so she pieces out. But
Bye.
of course, don't forget, we're on Spotify. We're on Spotify. You can view us on there without our beautiful faces. I don't know why you would, but go off, I guess. But listen to it. Share it to your friends. Listen to while you're at work. Shock your grandmom. I don't give a shit. Tell her. Show
Play
her.
it while you're cooking in the kitchen.
Cook it in the kitchen. Make a frijoles and chuleta. I don't give a shit. Do that shit. Okay. Also, shout out to my peoples at Fabies and Friends.
Absolutely.
Also, the Also Talks podcast. I'm going to be on there tomorrow at 8 p.m. We're talking
Also,
about MASH episodes. If you know about MASH, the Korean War series, medical series, it's really fucking good. I love that series. I grew up with it. We're going to talk about it.
never got into MASH, but I'm gonna tap in.
Ma'am, I'm going to send you some clips about it and you're going to
Okay.
fucking wonder why. Because
Okay,
it's really good. I'm not into military stuff because fuck that. But also that show,
I mean, fuck
it
that.
fights its own self. It fights itself. That's why I enjoy it. We have Reddit, y'all. Go to Reddit.
Yes.
I have to fully update it more and more, but you guys could also fucking start applying for it. I see that we grew a little bit, so I love y'all for that. But go in there. We're talking about our comments. We're posting our content on there as well. If you have questions, concerns, I'm trying to do an Am I the Asshole kink version on there. I'm trying to do stuff over and over because guess what? We want to answer these questions for you. Maybe
Yeah,
we're not answering the questions you
we
want.
would really love to have like kinky confessions or a questions.
That's
segment.
it. Kinky. Exactly.
So we would love for y'all to like, drop
Tap in, bro.
all of the info. So do that on
All of
Reddit,
it.
guys. Log into the
Do it on
Reddit.
Reddit because I think it's a safe space and nobody's gonna get deleted.
Yeah, period.
That's it. Because everywhere is
Yeah.
deleting our shit, bro.
But it's past an hour, guys. I love you. I
Okay.
gotta
Lots of love, mamas. Be safe. I want to finish up with a little bit and you have a good one, okay?
go. Okay,
Bye.
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 Wait.
All right, y'all. So it's just me. I'm going to end this in a moment because I'm gonna go too. Mama's tired and she got shit to prepare for. But again, Reddit. Add us on our social media accounts. We want to grow our numbers. We want to connect. If you guys want to collab with us, you're more than welcome to apply. But thank you. Apply for us, but also let us know because we're gonna also send reply messages when you guys apply. When you're interested, so respond to us so we can kind of know where to fit you, right? Because I don't want to put you in a place that you're not comfortable with. We're about consent and you know what I mean, safe spaces. All social media accounts, you're gonna join all that. You're gonna follow me on every freaking show I'm on. Fridays, I am on Nymphs of Lore. That's every Friday at 8:30. No, it's a lie. 7:30 p.m. On all HNIC or Head Nerds in Charge and Unicorn Universe Network accounts. We're going to be on there as well as all of the Nymphs of Lore accounts. On Sundays, of course, Sexually Speaking, I'm here. You guys know that. Me, even on our replay days, me and Ms. D are actually in the comments. We are in the comments. Ciao. Always. Let's go. Let me know. But the same place with everything. Let us know. If you have any questions, concerns, we love you guys. I'm going to end that here. Just know to come get us through our social medias. And again, add us on Reddit so we can get that shit popping. You guys have a good one and see you next time.
Feel like